Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Farthest Frontier. I hope we're having a fantastic and amazing day today. Well, we need to get our town center to level 2 in this episode, so that's going to be our main goal. We need 40 more planks, we need 2 more shelters, we need a market, and we need to get a little bit more population. So let's see what we can do here. So we have our little area here. This is our neighborhoody spot, just getting started. We discovered a bunch of good trees over here and some rocks, so we're going to have to do some work over here and gather up some of that stuff. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get some buildings started. I want to get a couple houses going, not to try and achieve those couple more that we need. Looks like we got a predator around here. Those guys are pretty savage sometimes. I had a bear running around, not in this playthrough, but in mine that I'm doing by myself just to check out the game. And I had a bear running around, and it was messing things up until it finally ran off. It killed like 2 people. It was horrible. So yeah, these guys are a pain in the butt. One decent way to deal with them is if you go into your defenses here, you can build a lookout tower. Now these things need some gold, which we don't quite have yet, but it's a great little deal. It's just little thing that watches, and then if it sees a predator, or I'm guessing if we have like another clan attack us, another village attack us, these guys are going to help us defend our place. I'm not sure where this is happening. Let's see. Oh yeah, a bear, just like that. There it is. So this thing is just sitting there waiting for people to come out of there, or people run past like this, and then they get to their building and disappear, and then they're good. So yeah, this bear, I can't do anything about it because I don't have anything to do with it. Like, they don't bite the bear, they just run away from it. So it's not great to have a bear running around your place. Another thing that I want to get into, we're doing pretty great for food storage. We got 7 months stored up, 2 months of it potentially spoiling. So we got to get some storage actiony things happening. We did build, let's see, what do we got here? We have a storehouse that we're working on, and then here's our root cellar. So we got to get those things done. Well, let's go ahead and we will mark some things for clearing, harvesting, I mean. At H. So we got our trees, stones, bushes, and berries. In our first episode, I mentioned using clear. You could use clear. It's still going to get you the trees and stones, but you got to be careful with your buildings and stuff. So harvest resources, that's the button you want to be using to grab stuff. We got all these like trees and whatnot by the cemetery, which I mean, I like the trees here, but I think what we're going to do is going to grab them. So we're just going to do this, drag our box across, and then it's going to highlight everything. So that we could mark all these guys for harvesting. You can see these guys are marked for harvesting over here. We also want to grab a couple of these stones out here. You know what? We might as well... I'm going to prioritize this rock. And then we might as well grab this, because I'm going to get over here anyways and grab all those trees. As long as we have it marked, we'll be good to go. Another thing I learned is that we have this little graph here at the very, very top left. It kind of looks like a Wi-Fi signal icon, but this is where our food graphs are. So very, very clear. We got produced, it got consumed. As long as your green bar is ahead of your blue bar, you're doing good. And we could go into specifics here. So we have proteins. I want to see just the fish type. Here we go. We're producing plenty more fish than we're consuming. We're consuming more eggs than we're producing. Then there's smoked fish. So yeah, it's broken down very nicely in here. I gotta have a graph in resource management type games like this. In my opinion, it makes it so much easier to see how you're doing. We need the 2 houses built, so we're working on that. I'm gonna speed up the game here just a little bit. We got 2 more spaces. Guys, that bear's still messing with us. Holy cow! Yeah, there it is. And I can't mark it. I can't like mark it for hunting or anything. Yeah, see, he just took out another person. Not good. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do about that, because I can't get to the barracks yet, because we need to get our town center T2. All sorts of good things open up when you hit the T2. So we got to get the planks done and get this other stuff. So we have 5. I think we had 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7, 8, perfect. And then we're gonna get the population, and then we got to check out our market here. Wounded in combat. When engaging in combat, villagers can sometimes be mortally wounded. If left without treatment, they will succumb to their injuries, and we heal them. We need a healer's house with an employed healer. Okay. I think that guy's kind of just doomed because we don't have that yet. So that would be under amenities and services. There's a healer's house. We need tier 2 on our town center. We just don't have it. But it does look like we can build our market. So I think we got to get our market started. So as long as these guys are within the radius, that's what we're looking for here. I'm going to go ahead and rotate around here because we have a road coming in here. So I'm going to go as far over in this really type direction as I can, and it looks like I can't go that far. So I'm going to go about right there, get this thing built up as well, And we marked this rock for gathering over here. We prioritized it. Okay, good. That just means they're gonna focus on that rock because we don't have. Oh, we do have a little bit of stone. We don't have any logs, so. Another thing that I learned, if we go up here and click on this guy, click on the little population bar here. This is a quick way to get into professions. So we have 5 laborers and then 4 builders. So we want to make sure that we got everybody built in here. See, like, look at this. So there's 5 out of 6 in food. So what happens is when you build a building and there's a person available, a laborer, they'll get put in there. But if something happens, like this hunter died, like hunting probably, you have to come in here and replace them. So it's something to keep in mind. Pretty easily thing to forget, especially on, again, like settlement survival, where if you have laborers and people die, they get replaced. So this might get a little wild towards the end game here. I'm not really sure. We'll see. But yeah, don't forget to look in there. It's an important thing. Resources and storage, and then villager happiness. So we did look at this in the last episode, but I found just a quick way to get in there. Cool. So that's good. These things are coming along. We need some more planks, it looks like. So where is our plank guy? Here it is. So we have it. It's working. So we just gotta wait a little bit longer. I noticed also with the up in here that when you do like a fisher hut or a hunter, you're only putting in 1 worker. So, again, like I'm gonna use settlement survival as a counter example here. When you build a hunter in settlement survival, you can put 3 people in there, right? So it's just something to keep in mind. You're gonna need a little bit more people, more buildings for making sure that we got our food going on. I mean, we do have 5 months stored up. It's pretty good. So, but it's just something to keep in mind. You're gonna always have to be putting in more food stuff because that's kind of how the games work. And then one thing we don't have yet in this playthrough is a crop field. So let's go ahead and check that out. So this is kind of weird. You guys know that I like the pre-built ones in settlement survival, like the 8x8s, and I normally go with 10x10s with these. But these farms are really, really, really big. So I'm gonna go 10x10 again just to show you how massive these things can get. But so here we go. This is a 10x10 right here. It's gonna work really great in that space. Actually, I didn't do it on purpose, but we'll put it down. So this takes a long time to get created. They have to clear it out, and then they go through and they clean. I think they till the ground, and the interface in the farms is really good. I'll show you that. There's actually crop rotation in this game too, which it's just a nice little detail. I mean, it could be a pain in the butt, but I think it's a neat detail because you have to actually pay attention to the fertility of stuff. So okay, we still need a couple more houses. We need some more logs, and this stinking bear over here is harassing our peeps, I believe. I saw him over here. Where is our hunter hut? Because I wonder if we can tell the hunter to go and get rid of that bear. Oh yeah, so this guy's fighting something right now, and there's a couple deer. So that guy's hunting deer. So let's go ahead and hit B, and let's do another hunter. Food stocks are low. Okay, so yeah, let's get this hunter up. Looks like we need it anyways. And sure, we can just kind of plop it over here. That's fine. So remember, we can change the targeting of where this guy's hunt. So right now we don't have any critters within our range, right? No deer, whatever that other thing is. It's got to be a boar, right? It's got to be a boar, wolf, or bear. So let's put that down. We'll get it built up. We can retarget it. So we'll have to do that. We'll have to remember to do that. Here we go, clearing out the farm space. There's quite a few workers that go on the farms. I think it was 5 for a 10x10. I'm not sure about the ideal number, but I think it just starts with 5. We got a couple stones in our graveyard here now. 224 people. Holy cow. So yeah, that'll be our graveyard for a while. That's good. That's good. We need to figure out some more plank action. So, the problem probably is because we haven't had logs. And I did find out. So I said that there really wasn't a good way to like continuously produce logs and stuff. If you have them in the area, there's this thing, a work camp. Work camps are used to continuously harvest wood and stone. Laborers assigned to the camp will deposit materials at the work camp where the wagon can collect it. So this is a super good thing. You just, like over here, I would build it, like in this space, and then you can retarget it again. So you could just plop it in here, and they're just gonna go out here and gather all this stuff. So you don't have to mark it with the highlighting thing here, the harvest resources. So it is kind of a neat little thing, but we can't do that until we get this guy to level 2. And we're on the way. We got the 8 things built. We got our market ready to go. We need a couple more populations, and then we need a couple more planks. So we got our market done, did we? So let's see, where do we even put that thing? Probably over here. There it is. Okay, So our market collects, you know, the things. They have the food and the meats and all that stuff, and then the people come here to get it, and then this guy is making us gold. So this is our currency in the game. So we have 5 ingots of gold and 9 from the market every month, so pretty good. Toggle building production. What, does this just turn it off? Yeah, it just turns it off. Okay, we don't want to do that. And then let's see. Okay, so we have barrels, spoilage reduction. We need more barrels, so we have to have a cooperage to do that, but again, that's a T2 thing. We have to wait a little bit longer. Now that we got the market done, that was the key thing we need. And now we just got to gather up these things, get a little bit more population. So we should be able to gather the planks, no problem. Oh, another thing I learned, you can move this guy around. See this little wheel thing? Move building. You know, I just thought that it was just artwork, but you know, there is oxen on this, so they do move around. So you can click the flag, and there they go, moving around. Kind of neat little thing there. So yeah, all these things that over here, I could have maybe built one of these and like move it kind of in the middle of the road here so that it's shared instead of building 2. Like maybe I will do that because we can move that one around as well. So we'll kind of go about like right, I don't know, let's go over here, and then we'll take this guy and we'll move this guy up over in like a this type area. And then the fish guys can share this, and then it'll just be better. This guy we might as well move. We got one up here. Yeah, so I kind of have like one extra right now. So let's just kind of tuck this guy over here for now. We'll have them go over. And we got to do a little bit more exploring, I think, too. So we're going to go hit E as our hotkey to do some more exploring. So we can just hit right over here in this fog of war and kind of just go around a little bit on the outside. I'm really not sure how big the map is. I mean, we hit medium, but I mean, I don't know how big medium is. So it's going to be a fun thing to go ahead and explore. Especially if we can get some people with some weapons and they go out and explore and they, you know, don't get killed by bears. I mean, that's always the best thing to do. So now that we know we can move stuff around, let's see if there's anything we can do for this. So where this currently is was pretty good. We got 3 things, 3 arrows, all in the green, really happy. But let's see if there's anything. Ooh, we had a little bit of green reaction in there. So I guess we'll just leave it where it was. It was pretty good. And we do have eggs there, so let's see if we can get egg. There we go. Nice. So a little tweak in there, but yeah, super nice on that thing too. And we have our compost yard doing work, collecting poop for us, making that fertilizer. Figure you don't put the farm next to it. That'd be a close proximity. But look at this, 4,344 labor units, hammers on this thing. So the farms take a lot to get built up. But I mean, you know, we gotta have farms. There's so many things that happen with farms. Okay, so now in the meantime, now we got our planks. That's good. We still need some more logs. And we still need a couple more people. So can we increase our happiness at all? Let's see. We're doing pretty good. So I think what we'll do, we'll just kind of focus on making sure that we got enough resources. Oh, we have a basket shop that I didn't build yet? I don't think I did. And then we have the Fletcher, right? I thought we put that in. So let's go ahead and grab the basket shop. I didn't put this in, pretty sure. Go ahead and put that guy right. Sure, that works. Where's this guy? That's a hunting cabin. Okay. There's a Fletcher. We did put one in. Great. So we'll get that happening. And then I just want to check our labors. Yeah, no labors. So, not great. Can I tweak anything in here? A Sawyer? That's the person making us planks. So let's take one person out of there. And so that we have a labor. Oh, no, man. We don't have labor anymore. Okay. The farmers are what took up a lot of the space. So we do have plenty of room for additional expansion. We do have the space. So that's something. Okay, there's the 2 new immigrants. Excellent. I was going to say, if you in this game, it seemed like if I didn't have enough housing, then I wouldn't get people. So you don't really get like an overflow, and then you would have homelessness issue. Unless you complete one of the kind of questy things I have in here, which is like this. This is a quest. You'll get some workers and stuff for that. So yeah, that's a good way to do it. But you got to have open population, and then people move in. Then you have births, and there was a birth rate that I saw somewhere. Let's see if we can find it again quick. I think it was here. Yep, here we go. So we got our work rate and our birth rate 96, combat efficiency is 99, and immigration rate is 99. So super great. You can see here we have villagers are pleased with the food supply. They're happy. They're healthy. They're doing great. We don't have any beer or luxuries yet. Little spots that we can improve on are shoes and clothing, but I can't because we have to get to T2. Now, lots of things open up on T2. Look at this. We have 13 buildings right there. A couple more here. Lots of stuff. So if this is a huge part of the game, we got to get here for sure. So we still need 40 planks. Okay, let's work on getting some more food, but we're doing pretty great at that. I'm not really sure what to do right now. So I think what I'll do is I'll just cut right here, and I'll wait till I get a couple more people, and we'll wait till we get a couple more planks, and then I'll bring it back, and then we'll see what else we can get into. Some T2 stuff and things. It'd be great. All right, so we didn't quite get to our 30 here, but we have our planks taken care of. We're 2 populations short, but what just happened is our farm got completed. So I want to bring you back, get this thing set up. So we have this is years. So we have the first year, the second year, and the third year. So what we want to watch out for is we can see our soil mixture. So there's clay and there's sand. Fertility 65. We have lots of weeds and it's kind of rocky. So we click here. And all these different crops have different stats. So you gotta go through and kind of look to see what you want to get into. One thing that I was watching is the fertility. So as you plant crops, it's going to use up the fertility of the dirt around, right? So if we look there at the second from the bottom on this guy, impacts fertility -5. So great, but it's really fertility dependent. So wheat kind of is rough. So what I'm going to try to do is we're going to go the first one. We're going to go wheat, and then I noticed. So looks like this is going to be about half the year is what it looks like, right? So there's a little bit of blip over here, like what's going to happen. Look at this guy. Setting farmers to perform field maintenance instead of growing crops provides a chance to reduce weed levels and remove rocks. So that's how you get the weed level and the rockiness down, is if you hit this. So you can do both. So we can plant the wheat and do this harvesting thing. So that's what we're going to go for. Now the second year, I noticed the clover was the best thing for impact on fertility, +5. So if we look at, here's cabbage. We go impacts fertility -3. So this one is +2. So we got to look through all of these, and the best one I found is clover. So if we go 1 year where we're just planting clovers, we should be able to recover the land a little bit. And then again, I'm going to do a cleanup. And then we're going to go back to wheat and then yet another cleanup. So I think doing the cleanup every year is good. We want to be able to do that, keep the weeds down and everything. And then we will be able to really get going here. I think it'll be great. So we'll get our wheat up, and we'll get our weeds taken care of. And then we can start to make some breads and hopefully some beer and some other things with wheat. So we'll find out. We did get a villager emigrated and a new villager born. That put us at 30. Let's go ahead and upgrade our town hall. So this shouldn't take too long. We have all these resources. I didn't do anything when we cut. I just kind of sat here and just watched, made sure everything worked, and I'm watching that farm. So I didn't build anything. I didn't want to use up any of our planks and make everything take way longer. So I didn't do anything. But one thing that did happen was a winter came by, and we got kind of low on our food stores. And I was looking at this, and look at our orange graph here. So the spoilage is pretty high. And I said, okay, well, what's spoiling? So if we go to protein, it is taking a little bit of a dip. But we can reduce that for sure. And the way that we do that is with the smokehouse, with the proteins, because it's all smoked. So we're going to go ahead and hit B, and we're going to go to food production. And there's smokehouse. So we got to get another one built up. And I guess we'll just kind of plop it over here, because it doesn't really matter if it's over on this side of the world. We'll go ahead and get that smokehouse happening. And then that's going to help us preserve more of our meats. We also have the root cellar. It's doing okay. It's got some things in it. It's not super full or anything. But it's coming along. We're going to need 9 more stones on this guy, so that's getting there pretty quickly. That was nice. I'm glad that we stockpiled all those things. It made it go by a little bit easier, of course. And we've been picking up rocks and stuff over here. So, yeah, they haven't really gathered a whole lot in this space. We have 71 logs stored up. I'm surprised. What's our storage total? 1,500. That's pretty good. But this guy, stockyard, it does everything. Didn't we have like a storehouse too? Yeah. Yeah, so we're doing great. So storehouse looks like it's just food, produced stuff, raw materials, and usable items, where the stockyard is like strictly building things. It looks like firewood, wood planks, bricks, and we got some barrels here. So yeah, that's interesting. 180 hammers on that one. It'll go by pretty quickly here. And let's check out our crop field. So it looks like this happened, and then this must just be the dormant time for winter. You can see we're getting close to winter here. So yeah, it's kind of it's reminiscent of the season bar here, so that's pretty cool. We have somebody with scurvy. So one thing that we can do for scurvy is make sure that we have fruits and vegetables, and I did see a thing that said you could also use nuts. So when you're placing your foragers, not this guy, a forager, this one, you got to make sure that you're gathering nuts. So nuts right here. what else have we got here? Mushrooms, roots, herbs, willow, and greens. Okay, yeah. So make sure that you have that. Looks like we don't have quite enough yet, or maybe it'll get resolved pretty quickly. We'll see here. But we did get our T2 town center. Excellent. Now we're getting for T3. We need to have 25 homesteads. Wow. A school, a trading post, 125 peeps, some planks, clay, and gold ingots. We had 105 gold ingots. As this guy is just going along, we're getting our monthly income. It's doing great. Now let's go ahead and build a couple more houses to prepare for those guys. But we should also be able to build a whole bunch of other buildings, because now that we have our T2 done, we should have unlocked a bunch. Let's go ahead and make sure that we're in line on this guy. There's 2. I'm going to go ahead and flip this guy over and go like so on this side. And we'll do the same here. And then I'm going to just go ahead and tie a road in here with N is that hotkey for that. So those things will get built up. And we'll also put some things over here. So we have storage. There's lots more storage things to do now. We have a wagon shop. This thing's really cool. We have the granary, cooper, and a vault. So the wagon shop is going to produce little wagons that are pulled by the villagers to move goods around. So it's kind of like when you get into animal power instead of survival, you use the animals to move things around, except you use people power in this case. So it's a pretty slick thing. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy built right there by the farm. Get that happening. We want to also have a granary. The granary is going to be a little bit better at preventing spoilage. So we've been just talking about that. So go ahead and put a granary in right there. And I'm noticing that all these T2 buildings, these guys are all using planks. So we may need to get this thing happening like much more, much more. Another soffit may be in order as well. Okay, so those are the granary and the wagon shop. Let's go ahead and check out the cooperage. Uses iron and planks to make barrels, which increase the longevity of stored food items. We don't have iron yet, so I'm going to hold off on building that cooperage. And we also have the vault, a secure repository for the town's gold. Also requires iron, so I'm also going to wait for that one. We have 3 new villagers, awesome. And then we have 7 months of food production. So let's see what else we can get into here for food stuff. We have Windmill Bakery and the Arborist building. A building that employs an arborist, and they work at this building and maintain and harvest fruit trees. So I'm not really sure what kind of fruit trees we have. Let's see if we can find any if we just kind of buzz around. I don't see anything. So let's just go ahead and plop this guy down, and we'll see what we can find with it. So we'll put that guy, get that build up. Oh wait, I don't want to do it there because there is a clay thing right here. So let's go back to the arborist building. I'll put it across the street right here. And then let's go ahead and see what we can do with that clay. So we have, first, all the things up top, but then we have all of our T2 stuff unlocked. Super great. Ooh, our villager died of scurvy. Rip. We have our clay pit. When built on top of clay deposits, it allows laborers to gather the clay. Super great. So we have a clay pit here. Oh, it looks like I can't because I built the road right there. So we have to, we're gonna have to move that road around. We definitely will. So we can plop this one down. So I'll go ahead and do that. Get our road tied in there. So we'll get some clay coming in. And then what else do we got here? These are, we have an iron mine, gold mine, and a coal mine, and a sand pit. An apiary for bees, of course, potter building, so we can use our clay into pots and stuff. Weaver building, we need some willow. That's how we make clothing. That's something that we're probably going to need. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab this guy, flip the weaver around. Whoops, I did it backwards. We'll go ahead and do that. Weaver. There we go. Oh, it's a double one. Okay, cool. It's another double one. I thought I screwed up, but I didn't. Great. We'll put that one there. And we got the weaver. Candle shop, so we're going to need some wax for that. Soap shop, we are going to need, looks like fats. So I'm not really sure how to get fats yet, so we'll have to keep our eyes peeled with that. Maybe the hunter is getting it for us. Charcoal kiln, burn logs down to charcoal instead of coal when needed. And then we can also build the armory, a building where armor is made. So super great, lots of different things to build there. But now we also can build the barracks. Soldiers are trained and housed in the barracks, which also serves as a defensive structure. So here we go. We can finally do that. Well, I think we'll do this. I don't know. Maybe we'll pop this guy like up over in here. We can see that all of the little arrow targets things, that's what it can see, and that's how much damage it's going to do to things in that. So there's a freaking bear here attacking our peeps. So let's go ahead and go right there. If we get this built, it should deal with the bear, hopefully. We have, wow, lots of things happening here. Building attacked, 2 villagers immigrated, new villager born, and a predator sighted. So a couple more people coming into the town. Super great. That's what we want to have for sure. Oh, it looks like our new houses are built up. Great. Get this happening. Okay, so let's go back into B. Let's see what else we can get. The barracks is going to be great to have something to fight off those things. We also have a palisade wall now, and a gate, and a cobbled road. Ooh, custom. Cool. So yeah, that's we need a lot of stone for that. But I did mention a resource and work camp. So we talked about this at the very beginning of the episode here, that if I could, I would put one in here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and plop this guy. I want this to be kind of in line with our road. So I'm going to go out here and go 1 up and go about right there. And that should work. Yep, perfect. So yeah, now this guy is here. It's going to take out all of these trees. It'll be really nice. We don't have to mark it anymore. We'll go ahead and let that guy get built up. But it looks like we need some more planks. So what do we have for free workers here? Only 5 laborers. Oh, we lost a fisherman. Only 4 laborers. All right. So I really wouldn't mind a batch of immigrants showing up about right now. It'd be really great. So did we get this built up? Not quite yet. Okay. This guy's still getting work done. Oh, this guy needs clay. So this is going to happen first, and then we'll be able to do that other stuff. But we did get the wagon shop. So check this out. If we go and zoom in here, we rotate around. It's got a little wagony wheel on the front there. And so when we get stuff built, we'll see a little... It looks kind of like this, but there's no critter in front of it. And then we'll be able to click on it, and then they take it out, and they go and run around. And you'll check it out. We'll see it when it's done. It's pretty great. And go move stuff around. Like this guy has a wheelbarrow. It's like that, except he's walking the other direction, and it's a little bit faster. And I'm assuming that the carry weight is a little bit better. All right, well, we're doing all that stuff, and these things are getting built up. Let's go ahead and continue on our way in this type direction. I would like to get some iron ore stuff found and get some iron mines going on. You can see here, when built on an iron deposit, the iron mine allows miners to harvest iron ore. And I don't have any of that around here. So I'm going to try and find some more of it. So I have used the exploration point, and we got people coming out here and checking stuff out. I see a whole lot of... never mind. Doesn't say a whole lot of nothing. And sure enough, there is our iron ore. So let's get to building here. We're going to go B. And this guy needs some planks. So let's get this guy started up for sure. Oh, and you can see that it's got these little circly deals now. So that's cool. All right, let's get this guy going on, and then we can get some iron ore happening. And there we go. And let's get our road going. Drag this thing way the heck back here. Oh, it looks like it's just a touch too far. It's pretty far away. And get that started, and then finish up. Put it in line. Oh, still too far? Wow. Okay, now I think we'll get it, hopefully. And there we go, tied in. And with that iron mine in queue to get built up, I think that's going to be it for the second episode of Farthest Frontier. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you on the next episode. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night.